Welcome back here to Cavs TV as we get ready for game number 2. It is the men's edition between Champlain and Vanier. The undefeated Cavaliers at 6-0-2 against the 2-3-3 Cavaliers in 5th place against 2nd place. The business end getting so precious for both these schools here, especially for Champlain trying to secure the number 1 seed, which will give them home field throughout the knockout rounds, and for Vanier trying to secure themselves an opportunity to be in the playing game before heading into towards the Final Four of the RCQ playoffs here. So we get ready for these two teams here. Champlain, they have won their last 4 games by a total of 15-1 with 3 clean sheets, scoring 6 goals against Dawson and 3 against John Abbott. Meanwhile, for the Vanier Cheetahs on a 6-game winless streak, their last victory came on August 29th when they defeated John Abbott 5-1. Their first 2 victories were a combined score of 9-2. So they had been definitely famished of victories in the last 6.5 weeks, 7 weeks of play here. Could they perhaps pull off an ultimate victory over their Champlain counterparts here from Seaway 3? So a lot to get to here for both teams here. This is definitely going to be a very fascinating endeavor between these two schools, as both are going for different ambitions. For Vanier, trying to get themselves in the playoffs. For Champlain, trying to host throughout the playoff knockout stage as we get ready for kickoff now between these two schools here from Seaway 3. And now Champlain will be going left to right, Vanier right to left for this first half. It will be Vanier that will open up the proceedings here from Seaway 3. Vanier in their all reds, top, shorts, and socks. Vanier looking to get that win they've been desiring for quite a while. Champlain in their white tops, black shorts, and white socks. Kickoff, moments away here from Seaway 3 as we're about to get underway in this matchup between these two schools. Different agendas, but one where Vanier wants to crash without apology, and for Champlain trying to cement themselves with a 1. Looking to get this opening goal, and we are underway here, and it is Azubene. Into the box it comes, already attacking through is Zach Bahus, who's had a marvelous start to this season, as he will now make it down to the near side. That will go out for a throw-in for the Cavaliers in the opening minute of play from Seaway. And with it is the right back, Zach Watt, 3 goals in 8 games. Into the box it goes, and while cleared away by the Cheetahs, unfortunately not cleanly yet. Watt, watched by 2 Cheetahs. Down to the near side, into the box it goes. Header, loose ball, deflection, shot, save along the back line, and a big stop and a big moment as coming through is Manucci in on the stop, and a big play for the Cavaliers as they are piercing for goals, and they almost had the first one here in the opening minute of play. Corner kick coming in here, in swinger, coming in from the Cavaliers. And Manucci skying up there for that one, and now he'll push that one up ahead to the near side. And away come the Cheetahs down to the near side. It goes over up ahead to number 9 and Vega, and he is knocked over. And this will be a free kick, and Vega not happy about that. And this will be a free kick going in favor of the Cavaliers, as Vega was not too enthused by that situation from the right back in Roy. Long ball up ahead, played chested down, right to Lalone to Bahus, and he is knocked over, the captain of this Cavalier roster, as they will get the ball back once more from the mid-stripe line, and this will be played back over this time by Courtois. Far side it comes. Short play, Lalone. He's knocked over, and this will go off for another throw-in for the Cavaliers in complete control in the first couple minutes of play here from Seaway. They have control. They've had the best chance so far, but Manucci in on the save, and back with it on the counter are the Cheetahs. This time it is Daly. Champlain full of quicksilver with this roster. They can score goals at a high clip, 27 goals through 8 games. That's almost 3.5 per game. They've only given up 6 for the Cheetahs, 13 through 8, and they've given up 12. And they will need to perhaps score some goals here. This might be one of those nights where it will be a high-scoring game of run-and-gun offense for both teams, if that is the case to be. Far side it goes. Malo up ahead to the stripe. It comes in. Into the circle it goes. Back out. Vanier will have to recoup, and this time it is Jordan with it. And they will recycle the ball back into their corridor, looking to re-rack. Roy, post-out ball up ahead. Here is Belmo. And back over with it. Nice pirouette right there, this time by Azubene, and played back out. Tight challenge this time coming in from Malo, and he will force the ball back out to Manucci, who will now survey his options. And he will boot that ball, punt it back into the Champlain territory, and played back out. Popped up in the air once more, played on a misfire by number 5 in Courtois, and he will go to his keeper as they will calm things down. This time it is number 29. And played out to the far side it comes. A slice of a pass down on the shreds. Played over, and now space to work with. Here is Alone coming through to the far side, racing down the byline into the box. It goes over the head. Right there's Juan, one hit, and that goes wide as he had the right angle, but the wrong weight on that right foot. And this will be a goal kick here for the Cheetahs. And you can sense it now that the Cavaliers are smelling blood and vulnerability in the waters here at Seaway 3, knowing that they can perhaps get that early goal and put themselves on the front foot. They are off to a flyer now with the way they've been pushing over here in the first 5 of this matchup. And a trip as bodies fly will be a free kick for the Cavaliers from about 25.5 yards out from distance from the far side. And who will be having the honors? And it looks like Iwi Bahus who will have the honors, the captain of this team this year on 9 goals in 10 games. Hard line for the Cheetahs. Bahus now will look to see what his options are. Whistle blown in. Inswinger. Zipped in. Deflected. Ricochets. Loose ball. Coming off the touch. Too strong of a touch right there. This time by Nato. And this will be a corner kick for the Cavaliers in the 6th minute of play from Seaway. Azubene. Will he go short? He'll play it short right to Barberi. Back post, punched away by Manucci. Still alive and recovered by the Cheetahs, as Manucci's had a very active first 6 minutes of play. Played off the chest. Here is Jordan. Losing the handle and played back out as the footwork of Jordan caused a free kick now for the Cheetahs here from Seaway. And can they perhaps start asking questions themselves? But right now the questions have been abound coming in from the team in white over the team in red. Low pass through. To the far side it comes. Into the box from Belomo, and this will go out to the far side. Champlain now back on the counterattack, and with it is Lalone. He's knocked off. Pressure now from the Cheetahs on the far side. And they are looking to perhaps pull off some finish here, trying to become even more of a threat. Long ball through. Back with it is again Lalone. Try to find Juan on the near side flank. Couldn't get that ball side up. And back over it comes Jordan. Up ahead to his teammate in Sherbert. Jordan loses it. Roy gets it back. Roy now showing some swagger and confidence with that ball in his right foot, and that will go out for a throw-in here in the 7th minute of play. And it will be Champlain who will have the throw-in. Starting to get a little bit chillier. Wind starting to pick up. Rain expected towards the end of the night at around 11:30. Going to early Saturday morning here, and it should hold off for this game. That ball, ping pong, space to work with, shot off the bar and over the net. That ball was fizzing, did not have the dip required, and that could have been the first blow as Barberi almost had that shot on target, and that would have been a super finish from a super player. Still 0-0 here in the 8th minute of play. Play through. Bahus can get that cleanly. Pushing up ahead. Champlain winning bronze at the 2019 Nationals. The bulk of the team still intact from that squad. So a senior-laden roster. Near side it comes. Kept in, this time by Bellamo, and this will go out for a throw-in for the Cavaliers here. And it is Zachary Waugh who will have that chance. Play very cheekily by the Cavaliers and given away. Here come the Cheetahs the other way. This time it is Daly. He's got space to work with on the near side. Back is Pelletier. He has it going for a backside post over the head intended for Vega, who will now get it on a one touch. Now tries to get on the second touch. That's pushed away by the Cavaliers, who are facing their first real threat. But now Vanier being pushed back from away from the 18 and blocked by the Cavaliers. This will be a free kick off the back elbow or the backhand of Kamara. And a free kick now coming up here for the Cheetahs in the 10th minute of play. This will be from about 35.5 yards out from distance, from a 45-degree angle. Highline for the Cavaliers, about 6 red shirts in the queue. Could they pull off an ultimate sucker punch of a goal to set the tone, but they won't do so in that situation. And now the Cavaliers are back on the run, back with his Lalone. He's knocked over, fouled, this time by Michel. And this will be a free kick for the Cavaliers, or will that be on Daly, as Daly's getting an explanation from the head official on what happened. Roy. Short pass, Bahus to his corridor. Back with it is Pocoro. Bahus, he's got plenty of space to work with. Everyone behind the ball for the Cheetahs. Another long ball through. Roy open down the near side flank and play on. Onside he is. Looking for options. He now will pirouette his way to the right, to the left. Space to work with. Lalone now has it, or now Azubeni. Into the 18 it goes. Nice turn, foul, and this will be a PK. Michel called for that, and this will be a PK, and Champlain will have a golden ticket to put themselves up 1-0, and Bahus will have it now on his right foot. And Vanier was feeling the heat on that, and now Champlain from the penalty spot can make this a 1-0 lead here in the 12th minute of play. Bahus, the captain, the face of this club, can he finish it off? Sherbert looking for an explanation from the referee. And now Bahus will have a chance to put Champlain up 1-0 here from Seaway 3. Deep breaths, whistle blowing in. Bahus. Cool finish from a cool player, and a 1-0 lead for the Cavaliers. His 10th of the season, and Champlain is off and running with a flyer of a start and a front foot finish by Bahus. And for the Cavaliers, they are looking for their 7th win of the victory that will put them in firm position with a showdown against Montmorency next week. Penalty committed by the Cheetahs by Michel, and Bahus cleans up on the mistake by the Cheetahs, and a 1-0 lead for them through 13. And Champlain is off to a flyer, and they are definitely looking to put this game out of reach early if they can. And for the Cheetahs, this is a steep mountain to climb, because the deluge of white has definitely been ever so present. And here they come, looking for their second. Azobene on the near side, on his left, into the box goes turn, and that was almost blocked, and that was blocked, and it'll be a whistle going against Champlain. Their tails are up, and they're smelling goals in the water. Vulnerability now ever so present for the Cheetahs, and trying to keep themselves above water and not lose too many goals to this Cavalier team as we're through 14 minutes of play here from Seaway. Michel. Low pass, Jordan. Nice one-touch play. It goes through the legs of Jordan, right up ahead to number 13 in Sherbert, who will play it back out to the far side. Play through. Here comes Periche. Bahus. And a second save for the Cheetahs on that play right now, as they are just trying to keep water out of this boat, and they are manning their panic stations right now here in the 15th minute of play. For the Cheetahs, they have not scored in 270 minutes of play coming into this game here. And they have been clean sheeted by St. Foy, Three Rivers, and Hunsik, and they need to find the back of the net. And right now, they have the least amount of goals in the Quebec Conference at 12. So this riddle of goals will definitely be something they'll need to solve here, as, again, Champlain's only given up 6 through 8 games. Roy on the near side flank. That's chipped away up ahead by Courtois over the heads of multiple players, back down low again. Played through on the near side. Here comes Jordan. He loses it. 4 white shirts. Huntington packs the R of the Cavaliers, and now away they go. And tripped up is Azabene, and that goes out of play for a throw-in for the Cheetahs. And this will go back to Vanier, as they're just trying to make this a two-way street than a one-way traffic coming their way, as it's been so far in the first quarter of the hour. Throw-in. Jordan. It goes over his head. Roy, right through to Champlain. To the far side it comes. Play through, trying to turn and twist. Back out to the far side. Champlain controlling possession, trying to tire out this Cheetahs team. Champlain in no hurry at all. Here is Courtois. Back to his corridor teammate. And number 6 in Malo. To the far side it goes. And tripped up, another whistle. This will be a throw-in, I beg your pardon, for the Cheetahs. Played quickly, no one there but white uniforms, and this will be a whistle going in favor of Champlain. And another free kick coming up for the Cavaliers. Malo. Back out to Pocoro. And here is Courtois. Roy to his near right. Options abound. Courtois has it. Courtois stiff-armed his way through. Low ball through, and that's blocked out of play for another throw-in here for the Cheetahs. For the Cavaliers against the Cheetahs. Roy. Header. Bahus couldn't get that cleanly. Bahus now will try to get on the second attempt. Chipped back to Roy as they're working in small spaces, and that went right by Azabene and played back out to the stripe. Into the attacking zone it comes, and that is headed back down by the Cheetahs. Back heel flip right there, and goes right to number 21, the captain of the Cheetahs in Justin Anastides. To the far side it comes. And this will go back out again once more for a throw-in for the Cheetahs here in the 18th minute of play from Seaway 3. A 1-0 lead on a Bahus goal on a penalty shot. Pumped up ahead. One hop. That takes a hop in favor for the Cavaliers. Michel being pressured back to Manucci. And this will go back to the Cheetahs. And they will now regroup and re-rack. Play through on the far side. Numbers now in favor for the Cheetahs. They had 4, and Malo will sweep that ball like a second baseman going into the base. To the far side it comes along the byline, and now will go out for a goal kick here for the Cavaliers in the 18th minute of play from Seaway. Here is Champlain trying to get this through again. Bokoro. And a giveaway, a rare miscue by the Cavaliers, and they recover in time. Bahus, the captain of the team, will get it back up to Roy. Roy will calmly play it back to Bahus, who will now survey and see what his options are. He sprays that ball through 2 Vanier players. Off his line is Minucci, and right there, trying to get back in time. That will go out for a throw in here for the Cavaliers as Azubetti tried to catch Minucci off his line, but couldn't get the ball cleanly for a shot on target. Played right through. This time it is Daly. A through ball. Given away once more. Tripped up, foul. This will be Champlain ball. And perhaps stoppage in play, warning from the referee, as he will have a conversation coming up here along with Vega. And be a free kick for Champlain on the Vanier territory here in the 20th minute of play from Seaway. Bahus gets it right back over. Malo. Diagonal pass. Roy open. Is he onside? He is. Sharp angle. Centering pass through. And over the net it goes. An absolute sitter for Champlain. And they sky that ball towards Brossard, Quebec. And this will be a goal kick here for the Vanier Cheetahs. As Vanier caught flat-footed once more. As they're starting to feel the pressure, Champlain asking more questions of this wounded Cheetah team here. Giving up 12 goals, 13 coming in now officially with the goal given up tonight. Pressure again. They're closing down the angles. Minucci, a blush by him. Loose ball. Save along the line. Shot off the crossbar. And this has become a bamboozling moment for the Cheetahs, unable to get in their own mess. And it's been blushes galore by the Cheetahs. And now it appears it is going to be something going against Vanier. They have been disjointed. They've made a hash of it. And now you wonder, can they get out of their own way on what has transpired in the first 21 minutes of play here from Seaway? And this will be a penalty kick. So Samaya gets a card for preventing a goal, and now Champlain will have their second PK in the last 10 minutes of play. And could they make it 2-0 here? They're thirsting for goals, and this could be the one that puts them high and dry. 2-0. Champlain off and running, and this game could be done and dusted already after 22 minutes of play here from Seaway 3. And for the Cheetahs, it's a matter of collateral damage and damage limitation right now. Can they minimize that as Champlain is off and running again with another goal? And this could get even uglier for the Cheetahs with the way things have gone so far for the visitors from St. Laurent. It all started on a Zachary Roy maneuver on the near side, and he didn't look back, and that was what you call instinctive finishing by the home side. Played up ahead. Loose ball once more. Can the Cavaliers find a third goal to put Vanier to the sword of this matchup? And here's Roy, who has been ever so vibrant, licensed to move up ahead, marauding up and down the flank. And here's with a slide play on his feet, foul on him. And this will go against the Cavaliers. And this will be Vanier ball here from Seaway. Minucci has had a hash of a experience so far in this opening 23 minutes of play as we're halfway through this first half. Low ball, played back out and down the through ball. Nice play. This could be a dangerous proposition for Vanier. Into the box and deflected away as they had the right intent but could not get that ball into the 2-on-1. It was a 3 versus 2, but could not get that cleanly, and that was played by Jordan. And this will be a corner kicker, the first for the Cheetahs, and this will be taken by Daly on the far side. 6 in the queue for their team in red. Champlain's got everyone back but 2 in the box. Could Vanier find themselves a goal here in this first half before it gets a little bit out of hand, perhaps? Champlain's already on 2. Options abound for the Cheetahs. Movement now on the far side, trying to work their way into the near post. Low kick, nowhere near a threatening proposition for the Cheetahs, and this will go out for throw-in for the Cheetahs from the far side. It'll be Raymond who will throw it in. Popped away by Malo, and that will go out for another corner kick here for the Cheetahs that they'll get their second in the last 35 seconds of play, and it will be Daly once more who will have a chance. His first attempt was very futile. Could his second attempt bring more of a threatening proposition and give the Cheetahs some lifeline of hope that they can get themselves a goal and add another plot to the twist here in this matchup? Away from the net. Loose ball racing down to the near side. Retrieved by the Cheetahs. Off the back heel. Malo keeps his positioning. And this goes back out to the far side. Near end it comes. And Bahus now being pressured again. Slide tackle. And this will go out for a goal kick. And this will be Champlain goal kick in the 25th minute of play. Champlain taking their time now. Again, they will have their final game against the Nomads de Montmorency team next Friday up in Laval. That could very well be for the number 1 seed. Both teams neck and neck. And a long ball through. Roy zipping down the near side. Plays it back out over to Azubeni. Through and play on, referee says. Whistle, this will be a free kick. And again, from a dangerous proposition as knocked over with Lalonde. And this will be from about 25 yards out. And it appears it will be a 2-way conspiracy now for the Cavaliers with 2 options to look at. Make it a 3-way conspiracy coming up here for the Cavaliers. And how big of a wall will this be for the Vanier Cheetahs? Again, damage limitations now for the Cheetahs as they've given up their 14th goal of the season. 2 tonight coming in. They've given up 12. 4-man wall for the Cheetahs. 3-way conspiracy for the Cavaliers. From 25 yards out, will this be Azubeni, Bahus, who will have a chance? Minucci lining up the wall, trying to get the angle covered at all costs possible. This could be a pivotal moment. This could be the moment of victory for Champlain if they hit on this third attempt here and get a third goal. Whistle in, 4-man wall. Goal, ooh, just wide. That ball was dipping to the far post, and Bahus had it. Minucci was right there, but that ball just curved out away from the post, and it remains 2-0 for the Cavaliers in the 28th minute of play. Minucci pushing everyone up ahead to the center line. And he will sky one into the night of the St. Lambert background. And this will be played out to the keeper for Champlain and calmly rolled back up ahead. Courtois and Malo have been a phenomenal 1-2 punch, knocked over, and be a free kick now for the Cavaliers. A bit of frustration starting to seep through for the Cheetahs in this matchup as they have not been able to get any footing at all with possession or any threatening goal-scoring chances in this matchup. Roy, space to work with on the near side flank. Back out. Here is Azubeni. Through ball into the teeth. Too strong of a touch this time by Belmadi, and this will go out to the far side for another throw-in coming up here for the Cheetahs in the 29th minute of play. Back heel kick. Headed back down inside the territory goes. A little volleyball back and forth and recover calmly now. Can the Vanier space work in favor of them? That ball goes absolutely nowhere from Vega as you try to find Sherbert, and he was nowhere near that ball. And now a chip ball up ahead, and away comes Lalonde, or Azubeni that is, going from the right to left. Has options to both ends. Goes to the left, looking for the far side post. Header, simply ravishing, and a phenomenal finish. A blow to the jaw, a showtime goal by the Cavaliers, and they're up 3. And simply has been swashbuckling football by the Cavaliers, and they're up 3. And this game is all but wrapped up by Champlain. And we're only through 30 minutes of play here from Seaway by the looks of it. Champlain has ripped apart Vanier. And right now the Cheetahs have no idea what's hit them with this blistering ferocity of white arrows coming at them nonstop on a ruthless goal by the Cavaliers, showing no mercy to the visitors from Saint Laurent. So Lalonde with his 7th of the year. And this has been high-end football, high-octane, ruthless efficiency, showman football, Stardust, stylish, whatever you want to use to describe this display by the Champlain Cavaliers. And they are off and running, and they are seeing the 7th victory in their cards tonight with a big one, the showdown next week up in Laval against the Nomads of Montmorency. Far side it comes. And for Mauro Di Choco, what he will do with his substitution pattern to keep his key guys healthy and ready for next weekend's game. And a corner kick now for the Cavaliers. And could they add on a 4th, which would all be but a gloss of a finish to add more of an insurance policy to what has been complete domination by the Cavaliers today over the Cheetahs of Vanier. Short pass. Nice cut. Into the box it goes. Header. Oh, my. And try to do a one-hitter on that on a acrobatic move, but could not come through on that. It'll be a throw-in now for the Cavaliers. It's been a one-way street. It's been marauding action, buccaneering play by the Cavaliers against the Cheetahs. Space to work with. Azubeni, nice through ball. It opens an own goal by Michel as he tried to clear it out, but he almost scored his own net as Michel almost add more misery to this nightmare of a start for the Cheetahs as we're only through 32 minutes left here. The team talk for both teams will be quite fascinating. And this has been a trip endured, not enjoyed by the Cheetahs. That's punched away by Minucci, and that will go out. Champlain 3-0-1, including the playoff win over the Cheetahs. Vanier's last win was against Champlain here on 2016, 3-2 on October 14th, in 2016 that is. And this will be Champlain ball with 13 left in this first half. Corner kick, near side. Champlain's got 1 in the 6th. They'll play it short. In swinger. Try to go for the bicycle kick was Lalonde, but could not connect. He was offside. And this will be Vanier ball here in the 33rd minute of play from Seaway. a yellow card was actually called on that play. So a yellow card was called, and this will be Vanier ball. Vanier, no rush to take this free kick here. Again, they have been shell-shocked with 3 goals. So Campania called for the yellow card here at the 34th minute of play. And you wonder how many more goals can be added by the Cavaliers. It's been nothing but brilliant tonight by this Cavalier team, Centurion-like at times. They have patrolled and controlled this game, and nothing has been off course for them so far today. For the Cheetahs, they have not gotten off the bus yet and trying to get into this game, and they'll need some ultimate great escape here to get back in this matchup. And here's Waugh, and that will go out for a throw-in for the Cavaliers, for the Cheetahs to beg your pardon, with 11 to go in this first half. Throw-in again, this time from Bellamo. Played back out. Here is Courtois, whistle in the play. Another yellow card. Frustration started to seep through. It might have been on Jordan or Vega, but another yellow card here, and this is indeed going to go against Vega, or now Jordan officially. And it'll be a free kick from the center stripe. Champlain now pushing everyone up ahead. Short play. Azabeni. One-touch play. Nice interplay by him and Bahus. Bahus now in the box. Watched by 2 red uniforms. Back heel play to no one but a red uniform as he had the right idea but the wrong player in the wrong position. So Jordan gained the yellow card. And that is going to go out for another throw in here, as that was too much of a meaty play by Spikora, and this will be a throw in here for Zachary Waugh. Bahus right next to him. He will go to the far side. Knocked over. And a whistle in the play. This will be another free kick here for the Vanier Cheetahs. They have unable to string together some passes, taking the sting out of the Champlain attack, and back over is number 16 in Spikoya. Far side it goes. What can be the course of action for the Cheetahs to get back in this game? Down 3-0. A steep mountain to climb for them, but they need to have plenty of conviction if they want to get back. And this could be it right here for Vega. To the far side it comes. Into the box it goes. Well read again this time. Calmly played by Malo, and he'll force that ball out. And another throw coming up here in the 37th minute of play. Quickly played by the Cheetahs. In no hurry at all to waste time are the Vanier boys. And back over is Bahus. Trying to find a through ball up ahead to Lalone. Couldn't get that cleanly. And that goes back out to Manucci, who will now stop play and this kind of ease the stress being put on the Vanier back line from this Champlain attack in front. Long ball through. Nice pass. Perfect weight. Manucci up ahead to Bellamo. Bellamo. His touch failed him. He loses it. Bahus gets it back and a whistle. And the press by the Champlain Cavaliers was far too much. And it appears Bahus will get a yellow. And he has to be careful now because for DiCioco, he has to make sure he does not get another yellow. And if he does, he is suspended for next game. So when will they take out Bahus, who will have to be very cautious going the rest of the way with about a half and 8 minutes left in this matchup here. So 53 minutes to go. Michel. Played back out. Nice ball through. And here is Bellamo. Intercepted again, this time by Courtois. Bahus on the yellow. He has 1 goal already. Here comes Champlain on the counter. And that is poked away at the nick of time by Athanasides. And this will be A deep throw in here for the Cavaliers in the final third of the Vanier territory. And Bahus was offside. A bit perplexed by that, thinking that he was onside. 38th minute of play. Back over. Here is Champlain in possession. They've been monopolizing the goals and possession. Courtois, ever so calm and cool. Nice no-look pass up ahead. And Champlain playing a little bit of cheeky football. Space to work with Lalone. Onside, Lalone for 4. Saved by Minucci. And he kept that at bay. And that could have been another highlight goal for the Cavaliers. And they are now pressing up ahead here, showing no remorse for their guests. And this will be a corner kick for the Cavaliers. And that was another scintillating play by the Cavaliers. A team that is definitely playing champagne football at its finest. Wow. Back over. Into the back post and headed away by Michel as he tried to find a backdoor move on that play. And this will be a corner kick here in the 40th minute of play with 5 to go in this first half. A misty night on the south shore of Montreal, St. Lambert to be exact. Inswinger, too short. Nothing but red protecting the near post and played back over. Right through the heads and back out, and this will be a throw in for the Cheetahs, and they will force up ahead. Nice through ball, and that went right by everybody, including the Vanier content of players, as Jordan was looking at his teammate, asking for the dummy play to work much more efficiently, and this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Waugh pushed up ahead. He's now spun around as he pirouettes his way through, protecting the ball at all costs. Courtois back down out to Bahus. Giveaway. Now Champlain will sniff that out from any danger as that's recovered in time. Waugh now surveying, looking to spray that ball through as a quarterback using his pass our radar. And now it's given away. Pickpocketed. Bahus turning. Now spinning out of control is Vanier. And now they will get it back up ahead. It's a good hustle again by Zamayo. And this will go back out to the far side. And with it again is Daly. And that is a whistle. And this will go against Vanier here in the 41st minute of play. And it'll be a throw-in deep in the Champlain territory. That's knocked over. That is now flighted towards the Champlain skyline. And now a one-foot karate chop, acrobatic move. Champlain on the counterattack, looking to push the space up ahead. They look like a bunch of F1 cars coming through, looking for options abound to the right, which they have to Roy on the near end. Here's Roy, surveys. He's got 2 in the box. A slicer of a pass, a one-hopper, and that's pushed away by the Cheetahs. Back out of play for a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. And back is a Bahus. He gets it back on the left. Blocked intervention by the Cheetahs. Back out to the far side it comes, and away come the Vanier Cheetahs. 2-on-3 though, and numbers in favor of the Champlain Cavaliers, and it works in their benefit and play back into the Champlain territory. Bahus has it one more time. To the far side it comes, and a 1v1. He's got his man this time. Coming through, looking for options, going from right to left. Bahus has got space now outside the box. Going through with his left, circling through. Shot, fizzer, no good. Blocked at the lip of the 18. Looking for another option, and that's pushed up ahead. Vega now has it, and now a 4-on-3. If Champlain can get it back, they do indeed. And Vanier did not work that well, and that is pushed and swept away by Malo at a play for a throw-in for the Cheetahs. As Vanier's caught Champlain on the counter, but cannot get that important passage of play going in their favor here in the 43rd minute of play. This will go out once more for a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. Another ball up ahead, headed away. That's played down low again. Back with it again. Are the Cheetahs unable to put together a possession at steady time, and Champlain just pushing like a bunch of rhinos, bulldozing their way through this Vanier back line with ease. Here's Michel, all by himself. The team talk for both teams will be rather intriguing. And for Mato Dichoco, he probably will look at the options of keeping his team healthy and ready for the big one next week against Montmorency. Again, Bahut's on a yellow, and they don't want him to get a second one before this game is over. Throw in again for the Cavaliers here in the 44th minute of play. You would imagine very minimal added time will be needed. Roy. Back over, Barbari. Far side it comes. Deflected, loose ball, and Manucci comes out like a marauding goalkeeper, and he'll push it up ahead. And he's got a cannon of a leg, and that is played back out right to Malo. And that goes through a thread of players, and back with it is Champlain trying to dance their way through. Nice move, fancy footwork, space to work with. Lalone in on the 18 on the left side. Going through, that ball is deflected onto the near side, right to Champlain it comes, and back with it is Azubetti. Deflected. Azubetti tries to get it back. Vega can't do so, and now here he comes with momentum and pace going up ahead, and that is reversed back into the Vanier territory, and back with his Bahus, and this has been going back and forth as this is ricocheted back to one end to the other end, and Champlain tries to get the ball back, and they will do so. Vega knocked over, and this will be a free kick for the Cheetahs as we are now in a position where they are going to get one last kick of the can, perhaps. And this time it will be Sherbert who will have the chance to do so. So Belavery getting the yellow. And this will be from 45 yards out, or about 35 yards out, I beg your pardon. Into the box it goes, headed down by Champlain. Cleared away by the Cavaliers. And through 45, Champlain 3, Vanier 0. They've been off and running, and they've been blistering the Cheetahs, who have had no answers at all to the Cavaliers' display of dominance. Stay tuned here to second half action on Cavaliers TV. Welcome back here to Seaway 3. We're through 45. Champlain off and running with 3 goals. And perhaps one more goal would put this game all but to rest for them in trying to get themselves ready for the Nomads of Montmorency next week. And that will be for all the marbles for the number 1 seed, the elusive golden ticket to have home field throughout the knockout stages of this playoff race to the Nationals, as this year's CCAA Nationals will be in Alberta in mid-November, and that gets very cold in Alberta. And thankfully, we're not going to Alberta for that one. It'll be very cold for that. And it's been a cold start for the Cheetahs of Vanier College, unable to get anything going at all. And for Mauro Dichoco, what he will do now, but who's still out there on a yellow, but you would imagine that he will be subbed off at some point in the next 10 to 15, especially if they get a 4th to put this game all but wrapped up. Champlain going right to left, Vanier left to right for the second half. Champlain got off and running on a PK by Bahus, and they had a second PK goal, then a highlight reel goal that ping-ponged all around, and that ended up giving them 3. And now here they come on the attacking front to the far side it goes. And that's pushed away, kept alive this time by Azubeni, who's now losing the possession and back out. Vanier now being on the throttle again and trying to get some sea legs out here. And that ball goes out to the near side. Recovered and chipped up into the back end. Header nowhere near connection for Champlain, and back over to Daly. And that will go out. And this is almost like a penalty kill for the Cheetahs. Every time they get the ball back in their feet, they just clear it away, just trying to gather some air in their lungs. And for the Champlain Cavaliers, they've had their afterburners going on a strong clip, and they'll look to recharge those afterburners. Now to the far side it goes, and they'll need the afterburners going ahead here. Here's Roy. Down to the final third, Roy trying to cross over, going right to left, and that is pushed out for a throw-in again for the Cavaliers. And they have been mavericks out there, just winning the battles left, right, and center against them, and they've had an appetite for goals in this game, and they've found 3 so far, looking for more. For the year, they're at 30 goals through 8.5 games. Almost a rare miscue right there, going off the back set of Vega. And so Champlain pinned a little bit deep, got a little bit careless on that. And this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Bahus playing on the left side. Back heel move, and that is pushed away once more. Courtois will chest that back down into the Vanier territory. Bahus now losing it back over to Spakanga. Chipped away, space to work with. Trying to get that through is Azubeni, and that ball is flighted towards and over the net for a goal kick here for the Cheetahs. Minucci taking his time as Champlain retreats back into their territory. And played out to the far side. A long ball through. This is a ball onside coming through, and cut off at the head of the snake was Jose Samaya, and that was well played by Nick Jeté, who's in now playing the back line, and Jeté calmly plays it back out. Back with it is Kamara. Kamara, nice toe poke. Vega reads that well. Daly now looking on his right, and that's a slide play intervention as Daly slow to get up. Kamara in on that, and a warning from the referee giving him an explanation. This will be a corner kick here. So Vanier showing signs of life in the first few minutes of play, trying to get themselves at least a goal to ruin this clean sheet. And this will be taken by Sherbert. 1-6 for Vanier. A running start now. A wave coming through the backside header. Loose ball that is punted away by the Cavaliers. Back out. It takes a strong hop over the field turf and back over it comes to the Cavaliers. Back in transition and the Cheetahs will recover. Michel will push that ball away. And right to the Cavaliers it comes. Nice turn. Champlain. Try to go to the far side. This time it is Belvari, and this will go out for a throw in here for the for the Cheetahs, that is, here in the 50th minute of play. So 40 minutes to go in this matchup. And you wonder if the Cavaliers have written off the Cheetahs with the 3 goals in the first half. A fourth would most surely put this game out of reach for the visitors from Saint Laurent. Played back out. Here is Malo. Over to Belvari. Malo, long diagonal. Kamara, 2-touch, 3rd touch, tries to wiggle the shoulder of Raymond, and that goes off a Karam out of play for a throw in here for the Cheetahs. And it will be Raymond who will have the chance to throw it in. Over the head of Daly. Kamara, back to Malo. Here is Courtois. A long ball as turned the wrong way was Azubeni, and he might get a yellow, and he will indeed as he exposes studs. And for Amado Di Choco, he might have to look at his key players and take them out as soon as possible to avoid them getting a second yellow. Azaban now in on that, and they'll bring on the trainer to make sure everything's okay. And that could have been worse for Azaban as he exposed his studs on that play. And this will stop play momentarily here from Seaway 3. So if Champlain were to win out the remaining games tonight against Vanier and against Montmorency next week, they will be assured the first seed. The only blips on their schedule were back-to-back ties against FX Garneau and Dawson College back in September, which, in all intents and purposes, has prevented them from holding control of the number 1 seed in this season. And at a 3-0 lead right now, they are looking rather strong to get themselves their 7th victory of the year, which would put them at 23 points for the season. So the injured Cheetah right now being attended to, right knee being looked at. And being helped onto the 2s is Raymond. And he will limp off. Or will he stay on? And it appears he will stay on for this. And with that, it will be Vanier ball. Manucci will have the chance, and he will cede the free kick duties to his teammate and number 21 in Anathasides. So Anathasides will have the chance, and he will play to the far side. Everyone behind the ball for the Cavaliers in this sequence. Play to the far side it comes. Into the Vanier territory now, into the Champlain territory. Well defended by Kamara. Headed back into the 18 and right to the keeper it comes. Champlain is in no hurry at all to push the pace up ahead. Short pass. This time to Pecora. Has it one more time. Short pass again. Try to work it the interlink. Can he get that cleanly on the 3rd attempt? And here is Kamara. And that will go out for a throw-in. Will that be Vanier ball? It will be indeed Vanier possession here. And back out there strongly is Raymond, who Looked like he was going to be subbed off, but he can still truck along in the second half. Vanier showing a little bit more signs of life here, trying to get something going in their favor, and played back off the back heel this time of Azabeni, and he now will get it back over to his teammate. Far side it goes. Courtois. Roy. Back to Courtois. Looking to spray that ball. He will go short option route instead. Courtois. Back to his keeper. And he will launch one up ahead. Play through and right to the Cheetahs it goes, as the Cavaliers are a little bit on their heels in the last few minutes of play. And that ball is punted back out into the Vanier territory. Pressure again this time is Michel. He will go back to Manucci on the near side. Manucci will laser one up ahead. Right to Raymond. Daly can get to that. Kamara off of his ankle. And that will go out to Sherbert. And that play comes for a throw-in once more for the Cheetahs here. And they will push it once more to Athanasides. Far side it comes, and once again for the Cheetahs right now, under the lights, it has been a deer in the lights moment for them so far in the first half, looking much more visible in the second half of calm, cool exuberance. But they need to get goals here, and they want to solidify their position in the fifth hole right now in the knockout stages, which would be the playing game on the Tuesday, going towards the Friday, Sunday portion of events. That's headed through. Back over, nice move. Into the box it goes, Vega. Watched by Courtois. Spin move, loose ball. Courtois calmly as he is, as he was a great authority, as the instinctive sniffer of danger was ever so present. He took that out from harm's way. Here is Belmari. Played back out. To the short side it comes. Kamara has it. And that goes right by Azabini, and this will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs. And Manucci will get it, and he's literally hovering at the byline as he looks to see what's available as options. Manucci, long ball up ahead. Malo gets it through. Bahus, space to work with. First attempt for Champlain, deflected. Great save by Manucci, out of bounds it goes. And this will be a corner kick for the Cavaliers. That took a deflection as Manucci kept his acrobatic concentration on the ball. And this will be a corner kick from the far side. 1-6 for Champlain. They got 5 at the lip of the 18. A queue of about 7 red shirts for Vanier inside the 18. Inswinger. Punch up in the air, headed away, still alive, and the whistle, and this will not count had it gone in. And it will be a free kick for the Cheetahs. As Manucci will push it up ahead. And here is Anastasides. He'll get it back once more. Anastasides to the near side. Played up ahead. Champlain trying to curb any threatening proposition from the Cheetahs. To the near side it comes. Raymond has it as he's watched closely, knocked off the ball momentarily. Still knocked off the ball. Out of bounds it goes. Off of Lalonde's right leg for a throw-in here for Raymond, deep inside the Champlain territory. And that will go off of Vega, but now off the Champlain players, so it will remain Vanier ball. Here is Raymond. Open space to work with for the Cheetahs. To the far side it goes as they flip the turn scene of the possession and they lose it once more. They show great ability at first, but no creativity at the end. And now here comes a player with creativity. Space to work with. Short side through, and a great save as right there was Michel off of the Azobini move as he had Manucci beaten, but Michel right there to clear it off with relative ease on that. Backheel move. Here's Bahus. Azobini into the 18. Bahus couldn't get that cleanly, and that will go out for a throw-in. Kamara taking his time, and he will switch play, and that will go back the other way off the foot of Jeté. Right to Roy. Roy can't get around Fossey, and this will go out for, or I beg your pardon, this will be favoring Champlain now in the 60th minute of play. So with a half an hour to go, this will be Champlain possession, and what it should be a free kick from a very sumptuous position of strength from the outside of the 18. And Champlain could buzzsaw this game open and put Vanier away if they're able to connect for a goal here and add a fourth to the total. Can they serve it up sunny side? Two-man wall for the Cheetahs. A crowd source at the outside of the 6 for both teams. Whistle blown in. Outswinger. Header. Takes a bounce and goes right back to Champlain. Going for a goal, and ambitious was the foot of Bahus. It was on his weaker foot of the left. And now Vanier will make their first substitution, as the East want to bring in reinforcements now for the final 30 minutes or so left in this matchup. So Daly's day is done. He has run his race. And for Champlain, we'll see when DiCioco will make his first substitution, and you would imagine it is going to be in a matter of minutes. Perhaps the next 5 to 10, give or take. Here is Leo. Played into the 18. Miss hop. Vega can't get to that, and a sky move by the keeper to get that ball back for Champlain and keep the clean sheet intact. Courtois. Roy. Another long ball up ahead, and out of his crease is Manucci, and that will go out for a throw-in as hovering around in the area was Azubini, and this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. Near far side it goes. Roy plays it short. Bahus on his left. Kamara open on the near side. Now on his right. Kamara going for goal, blocked. And a miscommunication and calmly played up ahead by Jeté. Kamara. That is bounced back. He takes a carom right to Malo, who will go back out to Kamara. No handball. Whistle to play. No call. And this will move forward. Spin move, loose ball again, and this will go off the backside of Kamara right to a Champlain player, and it will be played to Lalonde off his chest to the near side. Bahus will calmly now circle the wagons and wait for reinforcements. Kamara showing some cheek and class with the ball on his feet. Played up ahead this time by Malo, and it will be played up forward. A long ball through, off the line, and right to the keeper. And this will be played to the near side. Bahus wide open as Champlain set to make a double sub in the next dead ball. Here is Bahus losing it, and it goes right back to Azubini. Azubini looking to his right. He finds a short pass option. And option is now about to the left, and here is right over to Roy. Azubini tried to turn to his left. He got cut off and played short pass once more. And this will be played back out and over to Manucci. And he will launch a ball out of play, and this will enable Champlain to make their first 2 subs. And we'll see who will go off right now. And it appears to be Vanier who will be going off. And Lalonde who will be going off. So a double sub here as Vanier and Lalonde's day is done. And Kamara looking for the introduction of the first player into the play. And he'll get that up ahead. And this time is the first touch of Noe Rachiki. A long ball. Kamara off of his chest, left back, out to Bahus. Short pass, nice no-look play. Bahus play through on the 18 lip. Going for the goal. Oh my, that had the class of personification, but did not have the dip required to go in the postage stamps finish. And that would have been a postage stamp finish by Champlain. So Mathis Cyr in the game as well for Champlain. To the far side it comes. Mello. Over his head. Looking for reinforcements is number 6 in Samaya. Couldn't get that ball at all to anyone. And this will be played out of ahead to Azabini. Going to be a throw-in again for the Cavaliers here in the 66th minute of play from Seaway. 3-0 lead for them. Cyr. He gets knocked in the head. Play on, referee says. Bahus. And this will go out once more, and this will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs. Raymond will have the throw-in. And it appears now Champlain looking like they will have another sub lined up for the final 25 or so left in this matchup. Going for a fashion goal is Vega, and that looked pretty to start off with, but petered out at the end. Open space to work with for both teams here as Vanier trying to get themselves close enough in this matchup. Champlain looking to put this game further away and out of reach for the Cheetahs. Far side it comes, well read once more. Roy up ahead, Bahus going for goal, saved by Bonucci, onside, and that is kept alive. Here is Cyr, and he had his first touch fail him as Roy was right there, but couldn't get that ball cleanly to Cyr as who had a clear line of path of a shot on net, but couldn't find it at all. Silky player is Bahus as he's showing his creativity and first-class flair so far in this matchup today. In swinger, corner kick, short side, and that goes right by a wave of heads. And this will go out for another throw-in here for the Cavaliers, or now for the Cheetahs, as that was last touched by Champlain. As the Cities loses it to Cyr. Pressure now again by the Cavaliers as they are locking in, hemming in the Cheetahs in the last third of their own territory. And this will go out for a throw-in here. Back with it. Bahus, he lost it to a pack of red. And this will be a foul. And that will be Jeté, who will get not the card but the warning from the head official. And the official telling Bahus and his Champlain squad to take it easy and don't do too much of any extracurriculars. And it looks like Champlain is about to get another player ready to go. Max Anabi is about to come in on the next dead ball. That ball is skied in. Played right to Champlain. Cavaliers pushing the pace once more. And this will go off the hand and saved at the last second. Now to the far side, this will be a foul, and this will go against a yellow, it appears, on Courtois. Or Malo, I beg your pardon. And this will be a free kick coming up here. So this, Vanier's best chance of a scoring threat, as Champlain about to do a double sub on the next opportunity, and it won't be now with the free kick coming in. Vanier's got 6 red in the 18. And swinger. Punched away, and a whistle, impediment of the keeper, and now Champlain could do their substitution pattern right now with what they have lined up. And they will indeed. So double sub coming up here for the Cavaliers. And it appears Bahus is the one who will be taken off along with Malo, as Bahus gives the captain's armband to Kamara. And Malo and Bahus' day is done as Dichoko gets 70 minutes from them both and also avoids them receiving the second yellow card at this juncture of the game. And here is the first touch for Yannick Nantian, and a giveaway almost, and this will be a yellow card. And where was this be marked off here? And this is going to go against Champlain. So the first touch, not the most endearing touch for Champlain, and this will be a free kick outside the 18. So Vanier gained another lifeline here to perhaps get their first goal of the evening, which would cut the deficit to 2 in the 72nd minute of play. Can Vanier get the right angle and the protractor of this kick to go through at the right distance now from 21 yards out? Could it be the foot of Leo, or could it be the foot of Vega? Champlain has a very tall wall right now, nothing but white. Can they get the angle correct and preventing this ball getting by the wall? Will it be Leo or Vega? Vega! Nowhere near contact of a threatening possession here of a goal. And this will be a goal kick instead for the Cavaliers. 18 to go in this game. Champlain, 3 goals in the first half, nothing yet in the second half. And their eyes are now set towards Laval, Quebec next weekend against the Nomads of Montmorency and the #1 seed. Header, wild challenge by the Cheetahs. And this is going to be a yellow card and now a red card. For Samaya, his day is done. And for Vanier, their night is done. So it has gone from raining to pouring on the Cheetahs, and for Samaya, he leaves in disgust as he had a wild challenge in the air as he went airborne and got his second yellow card of the game. And this will be an 11-on-10, and Champlain all but wrapping up the 3 points now, with them having the power play in soccer of the man advantage of 1. And Samaya walking down towards the far side of the end zone, upset at what has transpired. Courtois. And that ball is played away from the byline. And this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Back with it. Jete into the box, headed away. And now back on the transition. That is looped up ahead. Vega is onside. He heads it back down. Courtois will chop that ball away. And he will get it over to the far side. Coming through once more is Champlain. Back in possession. And now it's a matter of possession and just sapping out the seconds here. And just putting this game to bed for the Cavaliers and go home hosed and dry going through to the next game against the Nomads. Long ball through. Manucci off his line, and he will get to it on the end line, and he will get to it and let that go to play for a goal kick. 75th minute of play here from Seaway. 15 minutes to go in this matchup. Raymond. Played up ahead, out of play, and this will be a throw in here for the Cavaliers. And the fan base giving it to the Cheetahs now. Another long ball through. Onside, chipped off the line. Sier can't get that to go through. And you wonder if Manucci was out the 18 when he made that save. No call from the referee, and play on as they move forward. As Roy now playing as the number 9 in that position. And away come the Cheetahs. Near side it comes. Pereira. Around and out of bounds it goes. And this will be a throw-in for the Cavaliers. And to go back to that previous play, you wonder if that might have been outside the 18, but the referee did not call as Manucci was deemed to be inside the 18 upon contact of the ball. And a throw-in now for Champlain as they make another sub here as Roy's day is done. And now in the game for the first time today is Siddiqui Traore. Wearing the number 3 shirt is Traore. Pushed up ahead. Headed back down. Trying to work their way through. So Champlain giving the youngsters some time here. Max Annabelle in as well. Manucci's long ball through. Headed back down. Right to number 13 in Rachiki. Has options. Through ball. He tried to slither that ball over to Traore, but couldn't get that ball past Petit Pas. And now back with it is Champlain. Whistle to play as Courtois was hooked at the waist by Vega. As we have 13 left in this matchup. Rachiki try to find St. Cyr on the loop. Courtois, whistle, free kick coming up here for Vanier. So our Cornerstone rivalry will unfold next weekend. Momo and Champlain from Laval, Quebec. And we know what is at stake, the number 1 seed. And the road of winning Quebec will go through either Champlain or the Nomads of Montmorency. And if you're Champlain, feeling mighty confident about making that visit up to Laval this season. And the golden ticket to host perhaps the gold medal game here at Seaway Park on October 31st. And that goes over everyone's head. And it will be a goal kick here with a little less than 12 to go in this matchup. Courtois. Short pass played through. Here to the near side it comes. Over to Jete. Spin move this time. Pokora back up ahead. and played to the near side. And that will go off and out of play for another throw-in coming up here for the Cheetahs. And it will be Petit Pac who will throw it in. And this will go out for a throw-in for Champlain. Here's Charlie's first touch. He heads it back up ahead. Patience and virtue now for the Champlain Cavaliers, trying to see this game out. And play back to the near side it comes. And Athenes' pass nowhere near contact of success. Max has it. Back up ahead. Space to work with. Looking for a fourth goal. Looking, dancing his way through. And no call. Play on, referee says. And this will be a throw-in for the Cheetahs as we enter the final 10 of this matchup. And the fan base not happy, thinking that should have been a PK, which would have been a third attempt for the Cavaliers in this matchup. Can Champlain get one more to ruin the clean sheet? That's deflected off the back right to Leo, and this will go out along the byline, out for what should be a throw-in, played quickly ahead. Vega, whistle though, called, and so that play will not happen. Vega will gently put that to the corner. Sear will get it first. Up ahead, back heel move. Tried to find Sear, who's knocked off the ball. And Champlain keeping their fort up high with a white wall of defenders. And that ball is skied into the South Shore nightlife and into the far side end it goes. Courtois. Back out to Jeté. Jeté tried to put a left foot in there, couldn't get that cleanly. Jeté does it again, and he'll knock it off right to Sear, who's slide tackle, and this will be a free kick for Vanier. And again, the fan base not happy with the officiating in this matchup. And it will be Anastasides who will have the free kick from about 45 yards out. Chipped in. Played back out. St. Cyr now. Numbers 3-on-2 for the Cavaliers. Options to the left. Back out. Looking for the through ball and couldn't get that right to Rachiki, who was well covered on the right of the formation on that 3 versus 2 moment. Champlain looking to add one more goal, a little bit more gloss to the 3 they already have. And here is Cyr. He's got a 3-on-2 again. Into the box goes, offside. And with about 5.5 to go in this matchup, starting to get colder here in South Shore, and the rain not too far away in the distant horizon. Near side it comes, Anastasides. Plays back into the circle, and recovered this time by Max. Up ahead to St. Cyr. Tries to ping one over to his teammate, and that did not get that cleanly to Azbini, and this will be back in Vanier's possession. Vega. Anastasides. Into the circle it comes. Well read again by Champlain. Here is Traore. Traore. Hooked, fouled, and it will be a free kick. And again, the Champlain fan base giving the referee the Bronx cheer. And this will be from about 35 yards out from goal. And it is jeté, and this will be swung into the box. Leo will push that ball up ahead. And Champlain will let that ball roll out for a goal kick. 5 to go in this matchup. Champlain will get the full 3. They will improve to 7-0-2, which will give them 23 points going into the showdown in Laval against the Nomads of Montmorency. Their radar has been spectacular today with the passing and the goal scoring, and they got 3. As Vanier will make another substitution. As Vanier will now look towards their final game in hopes of cementing their spot for a play-in round matchup on the Tuesday night. And, of course, the semifinals will be on the Friday the 29th and the gold medal game on the 31st. Site to be determined. Traore will look to finish off this game right now. Traore into 18. Pass through. Sears got space. Saved by Minucci. And that is all for naught with 4 to go. As Minucci will calmly play it up ahead. Anastasides up towards Konstantinos. Traore, flick pass, fashionable play. Sear, chipping it over. Sear's got a chance on the second bite. Into the 18, it goes. No one there for Champlain. And that would have really brought down Seaway. Traore. That is knocked out, and this will be a throw-in coming up here for the Cavaliers. Or, I beg your pardon, for the Cheetahs now officially. Jeté will get it back over to Rachiki. Switch of play, and to the far side it comes. And with it once more is Kamara. Played right by, and now Champlain working its way upfield. And that goes nowhere. Another long ball through, right to Champlain. And they will just relax with possession. Courtois. Near side it comes. Jeté. And now some fancy footwork, a little class in cheek from the Cavaliers on the footwork display right there. And it appears for Ezubini, he might have suffered a cramp. And now with this Traore. Along the byline, Traore, slide tackle, and now it appears he is cramping up and will need help momentarily here with about 2 to go before we head extra time. And he is definitely in pain with that cramp. This wasn't one of those bedtime cramps that you get. This is definitely a cramp that is really bothering him, and we'll see what the consequence is. He had a nice footwork there as being in terms of what he did, and right after that moment of possession, he went down like a cloud of dust. And that will require some icing come Saturday morning. And even in cold weather, cramps can definitely be a factor, that is. And he will need to get some hydration here as we are entering the last 40 seconds left of this 90. And a corner kick for the Cavaliers, who will be one man down for the rest of the way in this second half, however time is left to go in this matchup. Sear supplying support on the near side of the corner kick stick. Enswinger pushed away, back out. Champlain will get possession, and they'll push it back into their own territory as they will look to extend and stretch out this Vanier formation now. And that will be it. Champlain wins 3-0 over the Cheetahs. The Cavaliers now 7-0-2. And they now will gear up for an ultimate showdown with the number one spot on the line against the Nomads of Montmorency next Friday night in Laval. So the Cavaliers win 3. And a great crowd on hand here for the last home game. For now, Champlain is guaranteed at least the number 2 seed, but perhaps a 1 if they do win out against the Nomads of Montmorency. On behalf of the staff and crew here from Champlain, we wish you good evening, and we'll see you on Sunday for a Hunsik versus the Champlain women's team 1 p.m. kickoff here from Seaway 3. Bye for now.